Hello everyone, and welcome to the channel. I'm Emmanuel, I'm a Boeing 737 pilot and a member of PMDG's tech team. So, in today's video, let's have a little bit of fun and fly on the Welcome to Hell event on VATSIM towards Stockholm and back. On this video, we are going to feature both the new Gsx Pro as well as FS2Crew for the Fenix A320, which is actually the reason why we've taken the A320 in first place. So, let's actually start off, and let's really hope that I'm just logging into VATSIM, that nobody's standing on my gate here. Alright, one is next to us. Let's hope that we are going to be lucky.
Set.
No! Somebody is standing at our gate. Alright, that's a pity. We'll have to find a way around it though. And this way around it I'm going to show you right now. So let's go for it. The first Gsx demonstration over here, provided that it opens. Reposition aircraft, and I want to go to gate
Set.
number. That's 6 over there as far as I can see. And
Set.
yeah, it says too small, but I don't believe so. Right. That's not exactly where I wanted to go though. So let's do that again. I think I wanted to go to gate number 16. So, time for Gsx once again. This is really a welcome feature, I have to say straight away, because it means that I can finally reposition without having to enter the slew mode and everything. So here we go. This is probably where I wanted to be. Looks a lot better, doesn't it? Alrighty, so that's done. Let's actually go ahead and do something inside the aircraft. So, that's the very first impression of Gsx. I kinda hoped that it would come a tiny bit later, but I guess we'll have to live with it like this for now. Anyway, so. Alright, then let's go ahead and have a look at the general Gsx features we have available
Flight
over
controls.
here. Before I'm actually going to do that though, let's quickly set up the Fenix and load up everything. Right, flatplan's not up to date, it says. Well, let's quickly put the thing back into real time, and then it should be better now. So, re-import, thank you very much. And this is looking quite a bit better. Alright, so, that's something done. Let's quickly go to mass and balance. And within the Fenix itself, I'm just going to do real-time loading now. Don't expect a lot of traffic in Stockholm, so we'll just take 5.1 and that should definitely do. Right, so, load aircraft. And you can load my aircraft instant. Alright, so let us have Gsx handle the total rest for today, shall we? It still sometimes takes a little bit of time to actually open the Gsx menu here. I need to click on it several times before it does something. But we'll start off with the catering services today. Handling, well, we'll take Finnair handling if we're sitting in string in a Finnair aircraft, shall we? And with the first Gsx action chosen, it is actually triggering all the other vehicles as well. So here we are now with everybody standing where they are supposed to be. Except for the aircraft, that's standing a little bit too far to the back. As we can see, our jetway is fixed over here, so we should actually be standing like 3 meters further forward. But I guess that's not going to be too much our problem really, is it? Alright, so the Gsx vehicles should be on the way, so let's go ahead and get our second thread for today up. And that second thread is actually going to be FS2Crew. So, let's head back into the flight deck, and we can see our aircraft is totally shut down right now, all in cold and dark, so let's get our first officer to do some work for us. And before I'm going to do so, I will quickly put my headset on, because I earlier found out that if I have both the Gsx guys as well as the FS2Crew guys on my speakers, then my microphone is picking them up as text or as speech, and that leads straight away to the microphone double recording, which sounds a little bit strange. Now for Gsx today there is no way I can do that without getting some other sounds on my microphone as well. They're not supposed to be on. Why do I hear a seatbelt sign? The aircraft's power is off. No comment on that. Anyway, let's start. So, FS2Crew is now gonna turn my airplane on for us. And here we go. Do note, by the way, I've set all my FS2Crew speech to the US accent. I've tried the German accent earlier on, and it was not very good. So that said, regarding FS2Crew, we'll just take it from there, shall we? And somebody comments there, hopefully your FS2Crew member won't keep turning up for work with a cough today. Well, let's see about that. Let's see about it. Well, certainly all that kind of stuff is still enabled in FS Realistic, so who knows what kind of stuff is going to come together today. But I'm excited to see it as well. I've only just played around a little bit with FS2Crew for the Fenix, so let's see what's actually going to happen. Okay, so usually we would turn on the IRSs now. I don't really know. Ah, he's taking things slow today. Just completed the fire test and he's now turning on the IRS. Alright. Here we go. Right, so first officer is setting things up while we are waiting, and as we can see, the catering vehicles have just arrived. FO's out for the walk around. Perfect. So here's our Gsx catering vehicles. They've just arrived on scene. So we've already seen the animation in the
Refueling truck is on its way.
No issues on the walk around.
This is incredible, guys. So, my computer decided it's a very good idea to save some energy and turn off the microphone. So, in order to fix it, I took the microphone out of the computer, connected it again, and then we have a known bug with Microsoft Flight Simulator that it likes to crash to desktop. So guys, small crash to desktop here. I'm going to restart that thing now, and then we'll just go straight back. So, as always, what else could happen, right, when you have a stream with 200 people watching? Which, by the way, is one of the highest amounts of people that I have had so far in my simulator. So, give me a minute or two, I'm restarting it as we speak. And now, of course, Steam says, nah, you can't start the simulator, it's running already. Yeah, Chrism from the comments down there. Yep, that simulator is definitely crashing every now and then recently. So, I really don't know why, and well, at least we are going to see a little bit of extra stuff. Now, all I have to hope for right now is that I'm actually going to be able to restart the simulator without having to reboot my computer. Do you guys know that problem when you are when your simulator crashes to the desktop You try to start it again and it thinks that it is still running. Then you go inside Steam, click on the Stop Game button, and usually it stops, and thereafter you're able to put it to start it again. But sometimes it just says stopping the game, but nothing actually happens, and then you're getting stuck. And looking at Steam, that seems to be what's going on right now. So welcome to the lovely world of flight simulation. At least we can have a little bit of hope here. So if we say that the simulator is right now not able to start, then I might just about have to reboot my computer. And if I have to reboot my computer, then at least we have hopes that we're getting good frame rates again afterwards. Yeah, Crimson Ghost. Open Task Manager shut down the process. I just opened Task Manager and
Hi, the security
there is no
and safety
simulator running
checks
inside
are all
it.
done. Are we good to start boarding?
FS2Crew, you're not good to start boarding because you crashed the desktop. So, no, you are not good to start boarding. No. So let's try that one more time. Elitist Magi, yes, I'm running Microsoft Flight Sim through Steam. I clicked stop, but it just said stopping with nothing else happening. But I found the cure. I had to kill Steam in itself, so apparently it was a Steam bug that it wouldn't want to start the sim again. And not a bug with Microsoft Flight Simulator. Well, but if I'm totally honest with you, too many bugs all around. But well, let's get back into it. Anyway, let's use a little bit of time. And a couple of you wanted to see the Gsx Manual, to see what it can do. So let's use a little bit of that time, and let's actually pull the manual up on the stream over here and see if we can have a little look at that while my simulator is restarting. So here's the Gsx Pro manual. We can start off with saying that it has a lot of interesting options. We'll start off with the Gsx Trial Options. So you can use Gsx for free for as long as you have FS Dream Team airports installed and on those airports. On top of it, there are 3 additional airports on which it always works, which are San Francisco, Milano Malpensa and Munich. So on those airports you can try Gsx for free at all times. Oops, that was a bit fast. Installation, yeah, is really straightforward. Just follow a couple on-screen indications and then everything is going to happen all by itself. By the way, for those of you for whom I'm skipping through the manual too quickly over here, just go back after the stream, pause it, take screenshots, look over whatever you'd like to see. So then, going on, Gsx basically is 2 products in one, Gsx Pro and Gsx World. Now, Gsx World is going to be kind of a light version that will be sold on the Microsoft Marketplace, and it is actually included if you buy Gsx Pro directly. So Gsx World is mainly replacing default stuff like jetway models, or replacing default ground services with better ones associated by their particular region. And we can actually see the regions right below on the map here. So lots of interesting information over here, but here's one important one, that's this one. Exclude third-party airports. For those of you who have seen yesterday's video on the topic of Gsx and my first look at it in Cologne, you will have noticed that there were jetways standing around that were not supposed to be there. And yeah, had I read that manual earlier, then I would have known that this button existed, and using this button actually fixed the problem with a click of a single button. So for those of you who are wondering, and for those of you who might be seeing additional jetways standing on your add-on airports, then this is the cure to it. So, using Gsx with other third-party ground service products, that's what a couple of you have asked. So, for example, Latin VFRs or Simultex products over here. So, just have a quick look at the particular page on the manual over here, and you can come back to this one later on if you pause the simulator and then have a look at it again later. Going on then, Gsx Pro, and this is actually the full Gsx and where things are getting interesting for us. So, Gsx Pro is basically adding all those offers. The follow me car, the parking assistance, which by the way, in my opinion, is next to the pushback the most important thing that we can have overall in this simulator. So, if you're asking me, then for me there are three important aspects in Gsx. The first is the pushback, the second is the follow me, the third is the parking guidance. So that's the three big things that I will be using Gsx for. I don't yet know about other options here, like for example oh, lovely. Microsoft Flight Simulator crashed again, this time during loading of the airport. This is not gonna be my day. Let's try a third time. Let's see if it starts. In the meantime, we still have a couple of pages of the manual in front of us. We're just on number 12 out of 69. By the way, those of you who are wondering, normally my simulator runs a little bit more stable. But do you know that when you are trying to do your stuff, and then all of a sudden it just loses out on you? So, I don't know. And then of course, when it starts with crashes, then it really gets a run usual. So, once it started with it once, oh well, I'm not even gonna bother about it too much. Let's continue in the manual. We still have a couple of pages to go to while we have the simulator loading in the back. So, changing or revoking a parking service after you have selected it. This is pretty similar to what we have just done with changing the parking facility in order to replace the airplane to a stand where there was nobody online on SimBrief. On VATSIM. So, simply changing to another stand over here is usually the right moment. Okay, let's go on with the manual then. So, the Gsx main menu. You guys have seen it briefly earlier on during the stream, and we'll quickly talk about the most important things over here while we're going through the next manual pages. So, deboarding. Basically, Gsx can automatically do your deboarding when you have requested it from the tool, and what's going to happen, it will automatically connect the jetways and the loaders, and on most aircraft it can actually operate the doors. So on the Fenix, for example, as well as on the PMDGs, Gsx is able to automatically operate your doors, and it's going to basically do everything on its own so that you can just have a look at it. Let's quickly talk about how Gsx actually works then. So what Gsx is doing is taking the supposed weight of the aircraft from the aircraft CFG file and it's dividing it by 220 pounds. So that's what they call an industry standard on how much a passenger plus luggage should weigh. Now, that is of course not 100% accurate, but it sort of works. For those of you who are using SimBrief, you can link up Gsx with SimBrief, and then it is going to pull the numbers from SimBrief and is going to use those exact numbers and not doing the averaging that we are talking about right here in the manual. You've got an option if you want to use a single passenger bus to carry all the passengers, or if you want to use multiple buses. In real life, depending on the bus, you can carry up to a maximum of 90 people, so that means that you might have 3 buses in order to get your passengers offloaded. In my opinion, this is a very good idea because it would just be unrealistic to have a single bus take all the passengers, and it would kind of shorten down your boarding as well, which I don't know if you would find that desirable or not. Okay. Then, waiting time for vehicles. Yeah, so vehicles are spawning at different locations than your gate. So the passenger buses will have to drive there, and the fuel truck is going to spawn at a totally different position somewhere along the airport's fuel stations, and then drive to the gate in order to do their services. Now, in my personal opinion, at least when you are arriving at the gate from somewhere else, then it would be very appreciated if you at least had a single bus waiting there already, because when you are taxiing into a gate that does not have a jetway, then of course you will need buses. And actually in real life, when we are taxiing into an outside position and there is no bus parked there, we know it's gonna mean delay, and that is actually a reason to write down a delay, and there is actually a delay code for that. So you guys kind of get it. Not a very good place to be if you are missing out on the passenger bus right at the gate. I've suggested that to the developers already in the past. Actually, I've suggested that a lot of times to the developers, but I kept getting ignored. So I don't know if he's going to change it since I became a YouTuber and therefore a little bit more public. But we'll have to see. Over the past, they did a very good job actually updating Gsx and introducing new features. So I'm kind of confident that we are going to see stuff like that happen with the new Gsx as well. Going on then, in the product manual. For the loaders, you have the choice if you either want belt loaders or if you want to use high loaders, putting containers into your aircraft. Now, the 737 is not capable of taking containers, so we are going to use belt loaders at all times. Whilst in the A320 series, you are usually using containers and not belt loaders. Both of them have their advantages and their disadvantages, so I'm not going to say one is better than the other. But what I can say is that one is quicker than the other, and of course, loading up your flights with containers, where you just have to put maybe 5 containers in, is going to be a lot quicker than having to put so many bags in manually. Okay, so believe it or not, we have a flight simulator running again. Can you imagine that? A working flight simulator? Man, it's been a while since I've seen that. Right, enough joking done. We wanted to be off-block by now. And I can already tell you that we will not be able to complete both flights. So we'll do one over to Stockholm, and then we'll see if we have sufficient time available. Right, we're gonna amend the off-block time over here. Let's make that 17:55. Update scheduled time, thank you. And we'll actually have to put the panel state to cold and dark in order to try FS2Crew once again. Let's wait until our airplane is cold and dark, and then we'll have a second look at FS2Crew. For those of you who have just rejoined the stream, we are going to use both Gsx as well as FS2Crew. So, yeah, let's go and give it a second try. FS2Crew, basically everything should be set up that we can do a quick start with it. I'm just about starting it up in the background right now. You guys can't see it because FS2Crew is running on an external executive file outside of the flight simulator itself. But here it is. Looks like it's all set up right now, so let's give it a go. So, my dear FO, would you kindly start with the preparation? Man, one could think I would have done that before. That was good. Okay, so waiting for the Airbus to complete its startup procedure. But I'd say in order to get things going a little bit quicker than last time, let's actually go ahead and we'll skip the catering services this time. You've seen it before. That's the first officer running the fire tests there. Right, so while the FO is setting up his stuff, we're going to start setting up our airplane over here. Let's see how it's going to go this time, and let's see if we are going to get another crash.
I'm out for the walk around.
Alright, please do so. So, schedule off block time is updated. Let's go ahead and do the most important stuff. For the fuel, we'll take 5.1 tons once again. It should not be all that busy at our destination. So 5.1, we do an instant load here in the Fenix Airbus, and then we'll go ahead and open Gsx. As said, for some reason you have to click on it several times. Okay, request boarding. And we'll take handling by Finnair. I'm going to fast forward a little bit in FS2Crew so that we more or less get that in sync with SimBrief.
I'm back. No issues on the walk around.
Perfect.
Hi, the security and safety check are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
Yes.
Okay.
Note that I am running FS2Crew voice controls and not button controls, so I'll have to talk with FS2Crew every now and then as well. Right, so ATSU, flight initialization, init data request. So if I'm a little bit quick on the procedures over here, then as said earlier on, the focus on the stream is definitely going to be these guys down here. Oh, what's that? Oh, that looks expensive. So, can we do our init request, or does it not want to send us anything now? Ah, here we go. Right, so Costlin X30, cruise flight level is gonna be 320. We'll do the IRS initialization and the wind uplink. So let's see about our departure runway. That should hopefully be in the HOTAS, since we are flying online on VATSIM as well. Right, so departure runway, 2 to left and 2 to right. Okay, so probably 2 to right then. We'll have to take a small gas there. I'll quickly change the frequency so that we have a little bit more silence over here while we are still preparing. Headless Herschel, you haven't seen any de-icing trucks in the previews in action. Well, unfortunately I can't show them off today either, because I'm flying with real weather, which you are required to do on that sim. So there is not going to be any snow, and without snow they are not going to do any de-icing. Okay, so I'm just inserting what we have in the flight plan here right now. We can still get things a little bit more tidied up when we're actually airborne. So we've got a preliminary load sheet over here that says 56.5. Man, the Airbus is a very heavy aircraft, isn't it? Like 56.5 in my 737-800, that would give me something like, I don't know, 160 passengers or so, while in here it's just 132. At the same time, by the way, we can try out if they actually have PDC over here in Helsinki. Maybe that gives us a little bit more data about our departure runway earlier as well. So we're not going to use the 1,900 meters runway, let's use something a little bit longer. So I'll try to see if I can request my PDC over here. I will accept the preliminary load sheet. So ATC request pre-departure clearance. We'll turn this one off, so we're at gate number 16, station Echo Fox Kilo Hotel, and our ATIS is India. So PDC request is out, then let's wait if we actually get a reply. In the meantime, we can insert our performance over here, and then we'll use our opportunity to check on what Gsx is doing. So flap 1, downtrend point 1, 68 degrees. And our takeoff speeds 30, 35, 35. Alright, that's pretty easy numbers today. Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Okay, so threats for the departure. Well, I haven't been to Helsinki in quite a while, so we'll have to see about about the taxi and how everything is working out over here. Apart from that, I don't see anything special, so let's have a quick look into what we have in the FMC. So we're flying from Helsinki to Stockholm as Fenix 8 Alpha Zulu, cost NX30 and flight level 320 in the cruise. Apart from that, takeoff speeds 130, 130, 135, which is what we have in the FMC as well. And flex temperature of 68 degrees. Apart from that, I don't really see a lot that we would have to trim on this one, so let's just about leave it at that, shall we? Any questions?
No questions.
Perfect. Cockpit preparation checklist.
Gear pins and covers.
Removed.
Fuel quantity.
5,100 kilograms. 5,100 kilograms.
Seat belts.
On. On.
Adders.
Nav. Nav.
Baro ref.
1017 set. Set unchecked.
1017. Set. Cockpit preparation checklist completed.
In my head I had completed this already, but that was probably before the crash to desktop, so... let's do a very quick panel scan over here, but that looks good after all. So we did not get any answer to our PDC request, so in order to have everything set up, let's quickly call the delivery controller right now, 18125.
Runway 2 to right, Nunto 3, November departure, initial climb 4,000 feet and squawk 2063.
My finger was clear to believe. Nunto 3 November departure, runway 2 to right, initial climb 4,000 feet, squawk 2063.
Finnair 6 Mike Tango, clearance correct.
HELsinki delivery, good evening, Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu, with the current 8 is India, request clearance to Stockholm.
Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu. I don't have flight plan from you.
Bye. I pre-filed it just before the flight, but it's gone. Okay, so probably somebody else filed a flight plan at the same time, which led to the flight plan being lost in the system. It's one of these days today. It is one of these days.
Finnair 4 Bravo. I have the same problem with you. I don't have flight plan from you.
Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu, can you check if you received the flight plan now?
Finnair 4 Alpha Zulu. I have the flight plan from you right now.
Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu, Roger, we are ready to copy clearance information India.
Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu, you are cleared to Stockholm. We are runway 2 to right, Adivo 3 November departure. Initial climb 4,000 feet and squawk Pro 261.
Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu is cleared to Stockholm runway 2 to right, Adivo 3 November, climb 4,000 feet, squawk 0261.
Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu, clearance correct.
Fix my tempo, we are ready for push start.
Right, I'll leave the frequency for a second, so that we have a silence over here. So we're going to climb to an altitude of 4,000. By the way, that ding you just heard in the background, that was the signal from GSX that they are ready with their procedure. So that looks like very good timing. We've just got our clearance at April 3 November, 4,000, squawk 0261. So let's go ahead then and have GSX start preparing the aircraft for the pushback. This always takes a couple of moments, so you really can't request that too early. So I'm going to go prepare for pushback and departure now. And now comes the great waiting again.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board today. As you locate your assigned seat, please place your smaller items.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
For larger items in our overhead compartment. If you need assistance, contact the flight attendant. If you are unable to accommodate any item in the cabin, please bring it to the boarding door and we will check it for you. Also receive a safety instruction card in your seat pocket. If you are seated at an exit,
APU on.
also receive
Departure checks completed. Bypass PE.
That's the command for FS2Crew to start the APU for me. Here we go. Quite a lot of messages to clear there. But so be it. Okay, all messages cleared. Then, let's see real quick. We've got another company message there. Hopefully that is our final load sheet so that we can actually go.
Looking here.
Yeah, PDC. Well, that's gonna take a while. Alright, load sheet. In compliance with edition number 2. So if it's in compliance, we can just accept and go. No need to do anything else. We can take the performance we have over here.
We are Fenix 145. We'll call you about 10 minutes.
Right, that's the Gsx main menu opening there. So basically they are now ready for pushback. You see this took a minute or maybe even a little bit more. What we still have to do manually is to remove the ground equipment.
Two airplanes with the same number. So there is Finnair 1425 and Fincom 1425.
In the meantime, we're flying a VATSIM, so having charts ready is basically mandatory.
I'm the Finnair 145 and the other one is this another component. Okay, yeah, sorry. So I'm Fincom 1425, so I was the one requesting clearance just now with you.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, Fincom 1425. You are
Looks like people are being a little bit confused on the frequency there.
And all the hotel information is correct. So the squawk is 6004.
Okay, sorry about that. And so Fincom 1425 and the Nunto 3 November departure for us.
Yes, Fincom 1425, that is correct.
Pendular 8 Alpha Zulu, request pushback and startup.
Last station, contact for push and start, contact HELsinki ground 121.8.
121.8, Pendular 8 Alpha Zulu.
Delivery.
Normally you would get startup clearance from delivery and then pushback from a ground, so
stand Whiskey 40.
don't know why they're doing it different here. HELsinki ground low, Pendular 8 Alpha Zulu, stand 16, request pushback and startup. Stand by. Lovely. So we're wasting time again. Oh well. Probably just waiting for this guy to taxi out, and then we should hopefully go.
Taxi Alpha Tango, Alpha Hotel, T2 Golf, T2 left, sorry, speedbird 4 Papa Tango.
Speedbird 68 holding short off here. Stand by.
So, Headless Herschel, any confirmation whether Gsx should be released this week or not? Well, I can only speculate. My speculation is they've just set the purchasing page up in the shop like an hour ago, so I guess probably this weekend, latest. But that's just guessing, I have no inside information whatsoever. So, what are we waiting for again?
Ground Finnair 753 now requesting push and start.
Total chaos, nobody listens to anyone. No radio discipline, no nothing.
Finnair 753 9 start the proof is northwest. Push and start the proof facing northwest Finnair 7539. Finnair 71 Tango Mike contact tower number 9.
Contact tower 11.8.6, Finnair 71 Tango Mike.
Finnair 6 Mike Tango contact tower number 9. 6 Mike Tango, speedboat 68 takes 0.
So, that guy is going somewhere else as well. Then I really have no idea what we're waiting for. Let's try and find out. Then 8 Alpha Zulu, how long is the expected delay going to be?
Finnair 8 Alpha. Sorry, push start approved.
Push and start approved, face northwest, Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu. Some people you have to force your luck on, right? Before start checklist.
Parking brake.
Set.
Takeoff speeds and thrust.
130, 135, 135. Flexing 68 degrees.
V1, 130, VR, 135, V2, 135, flex temp, 68 degrees.
What's going on now? Stuck in the checklist? Well, let's get our GSX going.
Release parking brakes, please.
Set and checked.
Beacon.
On.
Before start checklist completed.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Okay, so here we go. So, yeah, I've noticed that with FS2Crew, that sometimes it just stops right within the checklist and then doesn't say anything anymore. I really don't know why it's doing that, but it will probably have its reason. Starting engine 2.
Okay.
Right Yankee, holding Yankee 3, and 7 with Delta.
The nose wheel is looking interesting here. That's jerking around. Fairly sure it's not supposed to do that. Okay.
Waiting your confirmation
hello,
for
Ryan
emergency
F5
stop.
for Kilo Stay, stand 27.
Starting engine 1.
Okay.
So when I've been using Gsx in P3D, I've always cheated a little bit. The moment I started the second engine startup, I actually told them to actually confirm.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine. Start. You can disconnect.
The moment that happened, I just always confirmed that I had 2 good starts.
Welcome on board our flight today. This is the lead flight attendant speaking.
The safety demo, by the way, is coming from FS2Crew.
For important safety information. There is an instruction card in your seat pocket that illustrates the safety equipment on this aircraft. Regulations require compliance with this information as well as all crew instructions, lighted information signs,
Unlocking gear.
Placards fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into the buckle. Tighten by pulling on the belt to release your seatbelt. Lift a metal flap on the buckle. It is our policy to keep seatbelt fastened at all times while
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
and instructions for door operation.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Locate the exit nearest.
After start checklist.
The nearest
Anti-ice.
exit may be behind you.
Off.
ECAM status.
Check.
ground Finnair 229 is ready
Pitch
to
trim.
taxi.
The cabin is pressurized. If
29% set.
Rudder trim.
Neutral.
After start checklist completed.
Flight control check.
Taxi,
Ready. Full up.
so we are at Gsx
Full down.
Alpha Victor,
Neutral.
Alpha Golf, full short of
Full left. Full right. Neutral.
Rudder.
Finnair 1930.
Full left.
Can you taxi on
Full right. Neutral.
Victor Mike, hold short, Alpha Mike 4. Zulu Victor Mike.
Okay, the ramp engine is going up there.
Upon exiting the aircraft,
Finnair 7 with
place
the
your arms around
Alpha.
the cushion.
First officer doing the flight control check.
This is a
Victor Mike,
non-smoking
hold
flight.
short, Alpha Mike 4.
Smoking is not permitted in the cabin or laboratory.
And I don't know why he's turning on the weather radar for taxi, but well.
Light buttons are located above your seat.
Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu, request
Thank you
taxi.
for your attention.
Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu, taxi, Alpha Delta, Delta Echo, Yankee, hold short, 2 left.
Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu, taxi Alpha Delta, Delta Echo, Yankee, hold short, 2 left. Right, so let's have a look where that is. Alpha Delta, Delta Echo, Yankee, straight out to hold short. Okay, so straight out, first right, first left, hold short of the runway.
We have a traffic straight ahead.
So let's go ahead then.
For that. Finnair 7539, just follow the company Airbus A320 in front to Yankee. To the left. Yep, we follow the company Airbus Yankee to holding Boeing to the left in a 7539.
So Delta Echo is the first to the right hand side there. Let's go ahead and take that.
Finnair 42 Tango standby.
Be on the right. Wow, the frame rate up here really is Fenix Airbus at its best again. Brake check.
Pressure 0.
Taxi checklist.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Checked.
He should be asking me for the flap setting now, but he's getting stuck there all the time, so that's a bug in FS2Crew. Config 1 plus F.
Radar and predictive wind shear system.
On and auto.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
ECAM memo.
Takeoff, no blue.
Taxi checklist completed.
Alright, so approaching the holding point of the runway, so we'll have to hold short over there. Formulate decimal 6, Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu. Hello, Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu, holding short 22 left. Yes? No? No? Okay, no.
Helsinki Tower, hyvää iltaa, Finnair 7539.
Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu, Helsinki Tower, good evening. Cross runway 22 left, continue taxi to Whiskey Delta.
Cross runway 22 left, taxi Whiskey Delta, Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu. Okay, so
7539, cross runway 22
get
left,
across.
continue taxi to Whiskey Delta.
Strobe light on.
Crossing to the left, taxi to holding point, Whiskey Delta, Finnair 7539.
That's really nice that the FO is doing stuff like that for me. Okay, so clear left side.
Clear right side.
Oscar Tango Alpha is going for 3 touch and goes and full stop.
So let's see real quick where we are going. Whiskey... Did you say Whiskey Delta or Whiskey Golf? Of course I didn't write it down. In Air 8 Alpha Zulu, can you confirm the holding point?
Air 8 Alpha Zulu, contact tower on 118.85.
118.85, Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu. Okay, that was not what I asked him, but well. And now, what is this? Whoopsie. That's not looking good. That is like messed up everywhere. How are we supposed to... What is my scenery doing here? Okay. Well, that's not good. Hello, Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu, and we have to hold position here for a small second due to a scenery issue. Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu, stand by. Are they listening at all? Just totally have to hold position. Okay, so I'm not going to taxi through this because we'll get stuck down here and not get anywhere else. Over there it seems like we could get on, but I don't think we will be able to taxi over this. So we'll have to go out to the right by the runway and then take to left for departure. I don't see any options.
Wind 110 degrees and enough runway to the right, clear for takeoff. When airborne, contact HELsinki and 119.1. Have a nice flight, bye bye. Runway to right, clear takeoff. Departure.
What is
HELsinki
this,
radar
man?
119.1, seabird 1, Papa Tango, thanks.
Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu?
Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu, HELsinki, go ahead.
Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu, we have a mesh terrain issue over here that prevents us from being able to taxi further. Can we go to the right and then via the runway for a 2-2 left departure?
So you are not able to go to the left?
Correct. If we go to the left here, we'll just fall down into a hole and get stuck over there. I don't know why this is. The scenery worked until 5 hours ago.
Goddamn. Taxi holding point Yankee Alpha.
Yeah, holding point Yankee Alpha in 8 Alpha Zulu. I guess that's to the right.
Finnair 229 holding short to the left, Zulu Delta.
Finnair 229 contact HELsinki down 118.6.
Can't see it on the chart, but nothing you can do.
Apologies, 18.6.
Oh, we can only go to the right over here. Oh boy, today really is cursed, isn't it? And Oscar, looks like I have 2 airports enabled at the same time. Well, if I'm honest with you, I've checked it just before the flight, and I only have the NK Studios. I don't have any other HELsinki scenery.
Taxi to holding point Whiskey Delta, Finnair 7539.
Okay, I'm going to cheat a little bit here now and just insert runway 22 left for the departure. So that's gonna be... Well, they don't even have a departure for that one. So it's gonna be on the runway heading. That's really annoying.
Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu, contact HELsinki down 118.6 for taxi.
118.6, Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu. HELsinki Tower low, Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu at Alpha Yankee. Yankee Alpha. Oh boy. This is not my day. This is absolutely not my day.
Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu, Can you turn around or do you need to use the runway?
Finnair A320 Yankee Alpha, we can make a right-hand turn back onto the taxiway and then taxi towards 22 left as well.
Okay.
Confirm that's approved?
Via Yankee, continue taxi to 22 left.
Yankee, continue taxi 22 left, Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu. And can you confirm which departure we can expect from 22 left?
Just checking standby.
Roger. This is really annoying now. And my apologies to all the other aircraft that have to go a different way now just because of me.
Finnair 229, merge contact tower on 118.850.
118.850, Finnair 229.
Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu HELsinki Tower, runway heading departure via heading 195 is available for you.
Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu, roger when airborne, heading 195, and confirm initial climb 4,000 feet unchanged.
Initial climb 4,000 feet for Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu.
Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu, roger, and we are ready for departure.
Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu, line up runway 22 left.
Line up runway 22 left, Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu. Of course, in real life we would have to run all the performance calculation and everything again. Over here, I'll just go confirm takeoff data, and, well, welcome to Flight Simulator. Runway entry procedure.
Takeoff runway confirmed. Approach path clear of traffic.
Line up checklist.
Cabin crew be seated for takeoff. Takeoff runway.
22 left, confirmed.
Runway 22 right, confirmed. CAS.
TARA.
Packs 1 and 2.
Off.
Lineup checklist completed.
This is really, how much can go wrong in a single day? Right, so when airborne, we'll go heading select, make a left turn onto a heading of
195. Zulu, wind 100 degrees, 6 knots. When airborne, contact radar on 119.1, heading 195, clear for takeoff, runway 22 left.
Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu, when airborne, contact radar 119.1 after departure, heading 195, runway 22 left, clear for takeoff. Okay, 119.1, and let's go. Take off.
Check.
Man flex 68, SRS, runway, auto thrust blue.
Checked. Thrust set. knots.
Check.
V1. Rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Full heading. Set heading 195. HELsinki Hello, Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu, heading 195, passing 2,300, climbing 4,000.
Tags are on.
Flap 0.
Speed check. Flaps up.
Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu, climb flight level 280. Autopilot 1 on.
Radar, good evening, Steve.
That was a little bit fast.
Sorry about that, we had to use
Right, so Flight Level 280 is set. There is no after takeoff checklist anymore. So that's pretty much it.
Okay, keep that one.
That's done that.
Lot 2007, left heading 010, radar vector, Sparta from runway 15.
That's done that.
Standard cross check. Passing flight level 062. Now.
Okay, very good. So we are climbing at least. Traffic control.
Right, Alpha Zulu, turn right heading 280.
Right heading 280, open 8 Alpha Zulu.
Speedbird 68, contact traffic control 121.3.
Alright, so let's quickly talk about the areas of responsibility in a multi-crew environment like we have over here. When I'm manually flying, then I'm commanding all the changes to the autopilot to the first officer, who is then going to do them. However, when the autopilot is engaged, then it is my responsibility to do the changes on the motor control panel or on the flight control unit, as it's called in the Airbus. However, FS2Crew does right now not support doing changes over here. They can engage modes, but they cannot change the numbers. So, passing 100, time for them to execute their 10 checks. And I still find a little bit strange that they actually changed the EFIS setup on my side. FS2Crew is not supposed to do that, because the left EFIS control panel is my area of responsibility. But well, seatbelts off. Clear right now.
Good evening, Pinot 229, radar contact. Climb flight level.
Looks like you can't do that. Well, I don't have anything in it either. So, that's good for me. Optimum level 370, a plan for 320, I'm happy to stay there. So that's pretty much this part completed. So from now on, things are going to get a little bit more boring.
Climb flight level 280.
Until we get back towards our descent. But it's just a very short flight, so let's actually use that to talk a little bit more about GSX and its possibilities. So I'm sure that those of you who have actually followed the GSX development...
Speed 280 or less.
Speed 280 or less, Fenix A320. Oh, 280 knots. I guess the aircraft in front is going to the same destination. Or at least the same first fix. Alright, so I'm sure that those of you who followed the GSX development will be well aware that GSX is going to work on pretty much all airports, with one exception though.
Pinnar 8 Alpha Zulu, no speed restrictions.
No speed restrictions, Pinnar 8 Alpha Zulu.
Lot 2007, contact arrival.
That's also how to solve a problem like this. Alright, so there is one exception for GSX, and that is marketplace airports. Unfortunately, it is not able to read the data of marketplace airports because they are encrypted.
Pinnar 8 Alpha Zulu, resume over navigation, clear direct audible.
Pinnar 8 Alpha Zulu, direct audible. We don't have that one anymore, so let's try that manually. How do you spell that one again? Alpha Delta India Victor Oscar, okay.
Good evening, FedEx Flight 5, has radar contact. Information Juliet, expect ILS approach runway 15.
Then we'll clear the discom thereafter, and that's our route back in. A little bit messy everything, I really have to apologize for that, guys. I would have hoped for things to go different, but well, that's what you get, right? Okay, so what else can we do?
Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu, contact Helsinki Control, 121.3, bye bye.
131.3, Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu, bye bye.
Scandinavian 705, radar call.
HELsinki radar, good evening, Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu, passing flight level 198, climbing 280 in Mount Epic. HELsinki radar, good evening, Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu, passing flight level 205, climbing 280 in Mount Epic. No? Not talking to us? Okay, not talking to us.
FedEx 525.
So we'll ask again on the previous frequency.
Gsx flight level 70.
Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu, can you confirm the frequency, please?
Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu, frequency 121.3.
121.3, Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu, bye bye.
Bye.
Found that one a bit hard to understand on the first one, but I thought the three sounded similar, so let's try that again. HELsinki, good evening, Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu, passing flight level 225, climbing 280 in Mount Epic.
Good evening, Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu, radar contact, flight level 3.
Climb flight level 320, Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu. Alright, that's 320 set, checked, and that's going to be our final cruise level. Well, let's use the thermal blasts.
Hi, Gsx 1. How can I help you?
One coffee, please. One coffee, please.
Hi guys, here are the drinks.
Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. No? Okay. They either don't understand it or they don't respond. And boy, I wish that went that fast in real life as well. Unfortunately it didn't. So, let's see what that company message is about that we have over there.
HELsinki Crew, Finnair 229 with you.
Yeah, just the telex from the lock-on. Not interesting.
Passing flight level 185, Finnair 229.
Well, this is looking really, really nice again, isn't it? Let's have a look outside.
Finnair 229 requesting flight level 360 as the final cruising level. Cleared and flight level 360 Finnair 229.
This is not perspective, isn't it? Gotta take a screenshot from that. You're probably going to see this in the video better at some point. Alright, and here we are back within our flight deck. By the way, interesting to mention, while you can order everything, so while you can order drinks from the cabin crew in FS2Crew, you have to press the aft galley call button, which is interesting, seeing that normally it should be the front galley that's actually going to make the drinks for the pilots, and not the ladies in the back. So that's a little bit interesting. But well, I guess you can't get it all right. Let's go ahead and have a look at our destination ATIS already. Stockholm, that's some ATIS. ILS approach 19 right, transition level 60. And 060 at 10, 19 degrees, 1015. Alright, perfect. So let's put that into the FMC. Arrival 19 right. I have absolutely no idea which star we can expect over here, so let's use the opportunities, have a look into the Navigraph charts and see what they are going to say over here. Looking towards Arlanda, looking at the arrival charts. Driving Obaxillan, so where do we have them? Yeah, we'll just have to start and look over them one after the other. So that doesn't look like it's for room. That's 1026. Runway 01. 19 right, that looks good. So Oxillan 3 November arrival. Gonna be this one, and it ends at Oxinu. We don't have a transition for that, fine enough. So let's see what we've just put into the FMC here. Yeah, that looks about good enough for me. That definitely does. Alright. No need to put anything else in there. And we are on the 3 November chart over here.
Ladies and gentlemen, in just a few moments, we'll begin our meal service for the flight. Please refer to the menu given to you on boarding for the 2 meal choices and your beverage choices available. We request that you keep the aisles clear to assist the flight attendants, to serve you efficiently, and also for your own safety. Thank you.
SQ Control, good evening. KLM 88, we're crossing flight level 0. Climbing 90, inbound delete information. Good evening, KLM 89, control, radar contact, clear.
Right, so nothing really special over there, so nothing for here.
Just 7 Mike, runway 15, KLM 8 Alpha Blue, when ready, descend to flight level 200.
And 8 Alpha Zulu, when ready to send flight level 200.
Copy, hold here 6333 for level 660 and bound point Aran.
Good evening, Roger 6333, having control, radar contact, reset squawk 46.
Oh, 060 at 10, 19 degrees, 1015.
4656 333.
Condition level 60 we set, and the minimum we've had that over here somewhere as well. It's going to be 318. Are you ready for the approach brief?
Go ahead.
Okay, so threats for the arrival, we don't really have anything other than that. I have not been at Stockholm for quite a while, so yeah, we'll take it slow and careful on the taxi. Apart from that, I don't see anything special. Okay, yeah, for the arrival itself, Xylan 3 November is exactly what we have sorted. So if we quickly go over the waypoints, it's Xylan, Sierra Alpha 482, Phoenix Xylan 482, then 8 Alpha Zulu, then ready to send level 200. Yeah, you gave us that already, but doesn't matter. So from there on, the waypoints 481, 480, 477. Let's see, 82, 81, 80. This one is going straight to 76. Okay, so that's only for the New 2 November arrival then. So we can go straight in over here and then to Oxino. Straight in to Oxino. From there, ILS approach runway 19 right, and that's on a chart over here. Starting at 7.5 miles, Fox India, 2,500, 3 degree glide. So Fox India, 2.5, 3 degrees. Mr. Pro straight at 1,500 feet. Nothing in the GPS primary, high accuracy. Approach page is filled out. Fuel, we've got, again, nothing for the alternate in. I hate that. Well, let's see what the alternate fuel is real quick. 1.6. So we've got 17 minutes extra fuel, secondary flight plans, copy of the active, and that's it. Any questions?
No questions.
Alright, so top of descent in about 25 miles-ish, so not a lot of time that we have in this flight, but then again, it was currently very short as well. Maximus, gotta love the EFB on the Phoenix, such a great tool. Oh yes, I fully agree. So, I'm really excited to see the EFB as complex as other aircraft, on other aircraft as well. That's something I'm really looking forward to. And Sayed, why is there an FPS drop? Is it like a Phoenix thing? Yeah, on my system it is. So on my system at least, other complex aircraft like the Just Flight 146 or the PMDG 737 run at least 10 frames higher than the Phoenix Airbus. And that is even though I have already done quite a couple of those performance configuration things that you have in the Phoenix app. Don't remember the exact name of it right now. So yeah, that is unfortunate, but not a lot we can do about it really. One 18.4, Finn, yeah, 8 Alpha Zulu, bye bye.
Confirm you're only able to fly your stations.
Speeding of evening, Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu, leaving flight level 320, descending 200 in Australia.
Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu, good evening, speeding control, radar contact, cleared Exclude right Papa, runway 195, descend to flight level 120.
Exclude 5 Papa, runway 1 right, descend flight level 120, Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu.
Nordic 27 Golf Echo, Unicom 122.
Okay, flight level 120, and of course it's a different arrival than what we had. We've got to change that.
Sweden Control, Google, Finnair 7539 with you, flight level 380.
Where is it?
Good evening, speeding control, radar contact.
So, let's see what's different.
Control, 121 decimal 3. Runner 64 Charlie Alpha, contact Copenhagen Control, 121 decimal 375.
It should be
121 decimal 375 for Ryanair 64 Charlie Alpha, thanks.
It's taking us down to the south, and then over to the north. That's interesting. It's primarily used during periods of high to medium traffic density, okay, so it's probably for a little bit of delays then. It's still on below flight level 150. That is in the box, very good.
Yeah,
apart from that, looks like we're about able to reach it as well. Right, so for the routing, we're going from Xylon Sierra Alpha 570 Tabby. So Xylon 570 Tabby, And then a right turn to Aircon.
LL322, climb flight level 360.
Well, now we can at least do something on the radio.
360,
Tabby and Tabby.
Videre 314, cleared Yoke to Papa,
And
runway
Echo
1 on the right.
November.
Descend flight level 110, depart Yoke below flight level 170.
Echo Romeo Kilo once and Echo Romeo Kilo twice.
Papa, do that for Fenix A320.
Negative, Videre 314, did you copy?
And we can set our brakes as well, that usually helps. A setup of descent.
Descend flight level 110, pass Yoke below flight level 170.
Right, so down we go.
708.
Let's take the opportunity to talk a tiny bit more about Gsx. So as I told you, Gsx is reading the files of the airport that you are flying to, and it is therefore not able to read any marketplace airports, which is unfortunate, but unfortunately we'll have to live with it. There are a couple questions if it's going to be able to support the 737 freighters. And I've not actually tried it yet, however, in past iterations of Gsx, they have actually been able to support freighter aircraft, so I'm having good hopes over here that we are going to see it eventually in this one as well, if it's not even going to be there right at release. I'm just scanning through the manual as we speak to see if I can find something on the terms of cargo aircraft. Did I just miss a call? Or if I did, they're gonna do it again. So actually I cannot find anything about cargo aircraft in the manuals yet, but I'm still not through it, so... Stand by, I'm searching.
Beginning 705, hello, speeding control, radar contact, cleared Xelan 5 Papa. Runway 1 on the right, descend flight level 120, cross Xelan below flight level 150. Scanner 225, contact Copenhagen Control, 121.375.
Yep, there is a box that you're flying a cargo airplane, so I guess that it actually supports the full cargo capabilities that we had in the 3D version as well. So cargo aircraft should be supported as far as I could just see.
Eurowings 9213, climb flight level 340. Scan 525 and ready, descend to flight level 100.
And Daniel, will Gsx have an update for marketplace airports? I honestly don't think so, because marketplace airports simply are encrypted, so it's not possible for it's just not possible to read the data. If you could encrypt them, then that would basically kill the copyright protection.
Fenix 621.
So,
HELsinki control,
yeah,
121.3.
Nothing that can be done about it.
Contacting HELsinki control on 121.3,
Unless, of course, Microsoft would eventually make it possible for developers to access those things. But until that happens, I wouldn't really know what could be done about it. Just scrolling through the comments to see if there are more questions that I could answer there.
Runner 45, from E21, clear to land, winds 200 degrees, 3 knots.
You want Airline, runner 45.
Alpine 3 Tango Whiskey, report Mach number. Alpine 3 Tango Whiskey, maintain Mach decimal 7.
Alright, so many questions up there. And Crimson Ghost, I fully agree with you that this actually is a major flaw. However, let me tell you real quick, we are flying. Oh shit, I'm overspeeding the plane. Why is it still in Mach hold? Shouldn't it have converted?
1423, report Mach number.
Alright, slow down please.
Mach decimal 74 for senior about 423.
Are you able to increase?
Always the same.
What Mach number could you give me?
Stand by.
This, by the way, is the reason we are not allowed to, or rather, this, by the way, is the reason we have to keep sterile cockpit in the descent, so that you don't accidentally forget the airplane in Mach hold, but that you actually get it over into indicated airspeed. Seatbelts on. Very nice, he's doing it.
Dinner 314, maintain Mach decimal 75, clear traffic.
Mach 75, use traffic.
Red, will I be recording a replay for the landing? Well, if I'm totally honest, probably not. But I don't have that flight control blah blah program, so I actually cannot record them at the moment. Yeah, so that's pretty much that. Anyway, I just have to say that I'm pretty happy to see that the Airbus actually started the deceleration from Mach indicated at the maximum speed, so that protection actually worked.
121-375, Gsx 7219.
Then 8 Alpha Zulu, any shortcuts available?
Dinner 8 Alpha Zulu, contact Stockholm approach 126.650.
126.650, then 8 Alpha Zulu.
Reserve 102, contact Copenhagen Control 121.375.
Initially 5,000 feet, squawk 0217, inclinate 1015.
Oh, 8 is Foxtrot.
The whole down.
Stockholm approach, good evening, Finna 8 Alpha Zulu, approaching flight level 120, inbound Sierra Alpha 570, information Foxtrot.
So that's 8 Alpha Zulu, to approach, hello identified. It's going to be Victor, runway 19 right, you're on number 2, approximately 40 track now, and you can turn a right, heading C2, correction, heading 280 initially.
In 8 Alpha Zulu, vectors ILS 19 right, turn right heading 280, Warthog.
Steven 68, how is it going?
Alright, so we'll just take it from here. He hasn't given us any further descent, so we'll just keep it at that for now. And let's see how he's going to vector us in.
You are approximately 15 miles from the cleaner. Can you start a turn now?
I'll make the turn tight to 260.
Finna 8 Alpha Zulu, turn right heading 310 and descend at flight level 70.
In 8 Alpha Zulu, right heading 310, descend flight level 70.
Getting 4 to the Gulf, report passing altitude.
Yeah, thrust idle, OBS out level 70.
Getting 4 to the Gulf, identify, climb flight with 180, free speed.
It looks like it's going to be more or less a straight in then. Yeah, that could be around about 35 miles-ish.
And the other that you're following?
So that looks actually pretty good.
Either 314 Foxtrot identified is going to the vectors, either first runway 19 right. You are number 3 at the moment. Either 3 to 1, stand 202, thank you for the control, bye bye. Bye bye. Okay, now you can possibly reduce speed 2-3 instead of for that.
Finna 8 Alpha Zulu, speed 230 knots or less.
Speedbird 68, I need to keep a bit higher speed than that, so speed 237 knots for now.
230, roger, 068.
Actually, signal 8 Alpha Zulu, we can turn right heading 350 and reduce minimum clean speed.
Finna 8 Alpha Zulu, right heading 350, minimum clean speed.
I can push my speed up if you want.
Yeah, heading 350.
368, second please.
Activate approach phase. Is he doing it? No, he's not. No, do it myself.
You are number 3 and can turn right heading 280.
Why is he working on my features control panel again? I guess he's probably trying to put us behind this guy over there.
368, second please.
I was just saying I could put my speed
Well,
higher.
that's fine with me as well.
368, yeah, that would be appreciated. Speed 230 knots or greater.
Roger.
Finnar 8 up so we can descend the 5,000 feet, Gsx 1015, we have approximately 30 track knots to touch.
Finna 8 Alpha Zulu, descend 5,000, Gsx 1015, copy.
Speedbird 68, when you have approximately 7 miles to Oxenus, you can start reducing speed
1015,
keep speed 180 or greater into 6
approach
outer
checklist.
Oxenus.
Barrow wrap.
1015, set. Why did he put it into the boat?
Number
No.
4 at the moment, you can turn left heading 360.
1015, set.
1015.
735,
Set.
the sound flight about 70,
Seat
you
belts.
have approximately
On.
Minimum.
40 track miles to touchdown.
318 feet, set.
Auto brake.
Medium
Finnar
armed.
8 Alpha Zulu,
Engine mode
Speed.
selected.
230 knots. Correction, report indicator active.
Finna 8 Alpha Zulu, 205, which is minimum clean.
Finnar 8 Alpha Zulu, Roger, thank you. Turn left heading 280 and descend altitude 2,500 feet.
After 280, descend 2,500 feet, Finna 8 Alpha Zulu. Okay, so we are getting a shortcut again.
206 on the ground at Stockholm Arlanda.
Normal.
Approach checklist completed.
AC226 open approach for Helsinki, over 4 Romeo
So
departure.
let's see, we'll need like 10 miles until 5, or 7 miles to 5,000, yeah. We can go straight in without any speed brakes and should still be able to get the other.
Easy to clear to Helsinki, probably follow by departure, additional 5,000 Cockpit 5346 and connection 1015.
AC226 with the correct brake, can full zero volt, contact the next hop on 118 decimal 4, good evening.
118 decimal 4,
Finnar 8 Alpha Zulu, turn left heading 240.
Finna 8 Alpha Zulu, turn left heading 240.
That's going to be 705, reduce speed 230 knots or less.
Heading 240.
And speed 68, 180 knots into 6, 180 knots or greater into 6 AME. And the wind is 060 degrees, 10 knots, runway 19 right, clear to land.
Vertical speed.
180 until 60 me and clear to land 19 right to the 68. Thanks for the help.
Finnar 8 Alpha Zulu, turn left heading 220, clear down approach, runway 19 right, no ATC speed restriction.
Finite Alpha Zulu, left heading 220, clear to ILS 19 right, roger. Okay, so clear to ILS, then we can go down to the platform of 2,500. Flaps 1.
Speed checked.
Flaps
1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
That was interesting. Why does he always understand flaps full?
Let's get him 409. Did they copy your clearance out here?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, get him 409.
But sometimes it's a little bit annoying if he's just randomly changing the flaps. Okay, clear for the approach. Approach mode is armed.
Let's get him 409. You're okay to
Let's do a little bit of flying then, yeah?
Departure. Initially 5,000 feet. Walk 0217. Inclination 1015.
One of the good points of having an FO who is able to do stuff for you in the cockpit is that you can actually focus on some of the nicer parts of flying. So, the FO is going to handle all the instruments, and I'm going to handle the airplane now.
Let's get him 409. Read that correct, and for some reason that was the wrong cases in the message, but information gold is valid. And also information gold is valid at Arlanda, quite new change. Yeah. Okay, 735.
Okay, we both look like a capture, so just approach. 1500 is set.
And generate altitude speed 160 knots or greater until 14E. And continue first runway 19.
Finite Alpha Zulu, 160 knots or greater until 6. Continue approach, 19 right.
Leader 314, descent flight level 70.
Okay, 160 or greater, that's going to make things easy.
And leader 314, you can turn left ring 350.
So we can just follow our normal procedures, basically. Very noted.
Radar altimeter alive.
Igor, thank you very much for the 199 donation. That's really appreciated. Flaps 2.
Speed checked. Flaps 2.
Gear down.
Gear down.
Generate Alpha Zulu, wind 06, 0 degrees, 10 knots, runway 19 right, clear down.
Finite Alpha Zulu, runway 19 right, clear to land.
Speedbird 68, taxi to stand 18.
Flaps 3.
Stand 18, speedbird 68.
Flaps 3.
Speed check.
705, no ATC, no ATC
Flaps 3.
restriction.
Flaps
And
4.
Speed
you can
check.
turn left ring 220, clear ILS approach.
Flaps
Runway
full.
19 right,
Landing
report
checklist.
ECAM memo.
Landing, no blue. Landing, no blue. Set and checked.
1000.
Leader 314, descent flight level 60.
Restart checklist.
ECAM memo.
1000.
Landing, no blue.
Landing checklist completed.
Yeah, sometimes FS2Crew can be a little bit annoying when they don't understand the voice comments that you give them. Of course, there is a button control version available for those who like it, but personally I don't consider myself as one of them, so I'm going for the voice control version whenever I can.
$500.
400. 300. 100 above. 200. Minimum.
Continue.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
EC2006, push back and start at the first caution. Scandinavian A320 on your 7 o'clock right now, and
no reverse engine 1 and engine 2, Decel.
Ah, yeah, copy that. Look up for them.
Decel? Is that the FS2Crew?
314, descend altitude 2,500 feet, QNH 1015, and you can turn
manual
left
brakes.
heading 320. Scandinavian 705, wind 060 degrees, 10 knots, runway 19 right, clear to land.
So with FS2Crew,
Delta Zulu, welcome to Arlanda, taxi stand 14.
1.4 Fenix Alpha Zulu.
Vidare 314, confirm heading 320.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the conclusion of our flight.
Vidare 314, actually, Senpai heading 350 now.
Until the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign and the aircraft is parked safely.
Negative 350, right turn
This will be your
350.
indication it is safe to move about the cabin. Gather your belongings and
Scandinavian
depart.
409, taxi to holding
We'd
point,
like to
runway
thank you
08.
for flying with us today. We appreciate your business and hope to see you again on a future flight.
After landing checklist.
Radar and predictive wind shear system.
Off.
Vidare
After landing
314,
checklist completed.
turn left heading
Alright, so now let's get our airplane parked, and most importantly, let's get GSX going. Ooh, what's it doing now? Thanks. 1 click, 2 clicks, 3 clicks. There it was. I've been too quick. Right, so we're going to turn just when we're reaching the turn on the right over there. So let's see, how's the parking properly called? It's a Pier Bravo, gate 14, so let's see if we can just find it over here. But that doesn't look like it, no? So at Zulu Kilo we make the right hand turn. So that's the next one to the right.
EC206 safe and follow the Scandinavian to the holding point, runway 08.
Copy that.
So now comes the hard task of actually finding that gate in the menu down here. It's Pier Bravo, gate 14, so...
Where is that?
Where is that? Oh, doesn't seem to be in Foxtrot either. This is a little bit annoying, there could be a lot better menu over here. They could make it a lot easier if they just simply had proper menus. Turn on the APU.
You can turn left heading 080
APU on.
and descend flight level 70.
APU on. It can be annoying at times if it doesn't understand you. Right, so before we're going into the gate, now I'm going to actually search for like everything in here. Because I want to have that parking. In Air 8 Alpha Zulu, can we hold position here momentarily?
8 Alpha Zulu.
Okay.
Vidare 314, wind 06 0 degrees, 17 knots, runway 19 right, clear to land.
That looks better. 14, is that it?
409, wind 06 0 degrees, 10 knots, right on departure, runway 08, clear takeoff.
Yeah, they're spawning over here, so that's what we're looking for. So while we're waiting over here, I'm just about waiting for a pushback, for a follow me vehicle. and there it's already coming. So let's wait for those for a short while. Normally you are not allowed to use follow me vehicles on a VATSIM. However, in this particular case I'm going to make an exception for it, because it cannot guide us into any incorrect location anymore. Basically, our way to the gate is cannot be changed anymore. In 8 Alpha Zulu, we continue taxi.
8 Alpha.
Right, so with the follow me in front, always kind to turn the nose wheel off. And brakes hot, delay takeoff. Alright, we're just gonna clear that away. So that's our follow me.
Approach low right now, 540 kilo with information, descending side door 120, inbound Sealand.
Ryanair 540 kilo, approach, identified intent to select, both ILS approach, runway 19 right. You are number 3, approximately 50 track north to touchdown. You can turn right heading 2.
It can happen in real life as well that the follow me is going to deviate from the center line, and if that happens you are allowed to follow it.
Turn right heading 280, Ryanair 540 kilo.
That's why it's called a follow me after
And
all.
all stations, information hotel valet at Arlanda.
So, we've got a marshal over there as well. Even though he's doing interesting movements, in real life they usually do it differently, at least here in Europe. Yeah, that's better. That's what they do in real life. And here we are. Right, so parking brake is on, APU is on. So that's about it. We have made it all the way here. Cutting through, disarm slots and cross-track. Parking checklist.
Parking brake or chocks.
That. That. Set and checked.
Engines.
Off.
Wings light.
Off.
Fuel pumps.
Off.
Parking checklist completed.
Cabin crew, disarm slots and cross-check. And they don't understand me. Alright, well that's fine enough. So, let's go for it then, and get our Gsx deboarding going. So, Gsx, as said, opening the menu is a little bit of a hassle over here. But we'll get there. Alright, request deboarding.
Requested.
So let's see how good the marshal actually parked us. Yeah, I tend to say that looks quite alright. Even though I have absolutely no idea why they are giving us stairs here at the front now. Already opening the door there before they even park the loader. Yeah, we're probably getting the stairs down here because this is a marketplace airport. So in this case, Gsx has no idea what they are actually supposed to have here. And that definitely shows in that it doesn't know that we have the jetway over here. Let's see if we can actually connect the jetway.
Passenger's bus is coming.
Yeah, passenger bus is coming. I don't need a bus over here. I need this. Does it move? No, it doesn't. Okay. Well, so we've got to wait for the bus then. Looks like the jetway is inoperative. But I have to say, they parked us really well over here. We are exactly on the line, so the parking guidance has been 100% spot on. That's exactly what I'd like to see. Apart from that, they can do their drop down here and start offloading our baggage.
Well, what is it?
Alright, then, let's see what we have over here. First of all, let's get rid of that sim. I'm logging out, and I actually don't have the time left to do the return flight today. That is unfortunate. But due to the issues we had in the beginning, that's what we have to do. So, CK UK mail. Hopefully our server will open up the files that Gsx need. Yeah, I definitely hope so as well, but I honestly don't expect it to happen. Because with Microsoft, many things go like they're simply a business. And if something doesn't earn them money, they are not going to do it. And here's the problem with it. Gsx is not going to earn Microsoft a lot of money because Gsx itself is not compliant with the rules of the marketplace because it runs on an external file. And therefore you only have Gsx Lite that's going to be sold over the marketplace. But Gsx Lite is only changing like default jetways, default vehicles and stuff. So Gsx Lite doesn't need any of that functionality. So the result of that is going to be that Microsoft is probably just going to say, nah, why should we care about unlocking the marketplace files for you if you are not going to bring us any money for it? That's probably what Microsoft is going to say. Well, but unfortunately we'll have to live with it. Nego, I'm not going to fly back to Helsinki because of the delays earlier on. If I started the turnaround now, we just about get airborne out of Stockholm when all the ATC is going to go offline, so unfortunately this is going to be the last flight for today. But there will be more flights in the coming days, so don't worry about that. In the coming days we're going to do a little bit more flying. Alright, so all of that being said and done, I do have some very good news for you. Gsx Pro has just been released for Microsoft Flight Simulator. So I'll take this as a very good point to actually stop this live stream, because Gsx is out now, you can go and buy it, and even if you still want to try it without buying it, you can use it for free on every FS Dream Team airport, as well as in Munich, in Milano Malpensa, and on a third airport that I don't remember right now. So it's released right now, go and get it, and this is going to be it for the live stream. Thank you very much, guys. I'm really looking forward to see you all again soon. If you do want to support the channel, I would always appreciate a small donation through the Buy Me a Coffee link that you can find in the description below. Also down there you'll find the invitation link to my Discord server. So, all of that said, guys, go and enjoy Gsx. I'm not going to hold you up any longer. Have a good evening, and I'm looking forward to see you all again, hopefully very soon. Thank you very much, and see you around.